Well, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry, just we're overexposed here with light. So, good morning and welcome to the Nothing Fancy Spiritualist Church on Sunday, the 13th of March, 2022. Um, Before I start this morning, many of you and some have written this morning asking how I am. So, just to bring you up to date, I am recovering, but slowly, from COVID. Um, I probably won't be serving local churches again until about May time. Rather get better than to go back out too soon. So this morning is our divine service, a sacred hour spent with our Father God and Divine Spirit. And taking the service with me this morning will be Derek Spall. And Derek will be with us in just a minute. If you would like to comment on this morning's service, then please make sure that you have registered with streamyard.com/Facebook. Because particularly when we're working with the medium, we need to be able to call you by name. And it's important that the medium very often sees you, is able to see a photograph of you or whatever, so that they know who they're in contact with, and learn obviously from as they work with you. If you want to share the broadcast, then please do by clicking the click link button. And finally, if you're watching this service on catch up, we hope that it brings you peace and comfort in the coming week. So, as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, this is a sacred hour with our Father God and our loved ones in spirit. And helping me this morning to take the service is Derek Spall. Just going to bring Derek on. Good morning, Derek.
How are you? Okay?
Yeah, we're fine. And how are you?
Good. I'm very fine. I had a bit of a cold, but apart from that, I'm fine.
And have you had a good week?
I've had a very good week, and very inspirational week. I say it that way.
Yeah.
Because I've sensed more and I've seen more and I've felt more, which I'm more than happy to share.
Yeah. Okay, so you're taking your first divine service with us this morning, and we're very excited, Derek, to actually have you working with us. So Eva Burestam from Sweden, good morning, Eva, and lovely to see you. Debbie Spencer Evans from Hereford, good morning, Debbie, and welcome. Pamela Gray Torres, good morning, Pamela, and she's saying good morning to you as well, Derek.
Good morning, Pamela. Good morning.
And Pamela sending you healing. Look after yourself. Thank you, Pamela. That's very kind of you. Audrey Ducanson. Is it Ducanson? Yeah. Good morning, Audrey, and welcome. Audrey is in one of our development programs and doing very well, I should well imagine. Facebook user said, I bless you, my light. So I will try and find the Facebook users. This is CC Bray. Well, good morning or good afternoon, CC Bray. I believe this would probably be your first time coming to one of our services, so welcome and enjoy it. Christine Murray. Hello, Christine. Good afternoon and welcome from Bournemouth. Are you in Bournemouth, Christine, or did you go away? Shirley McGrath. Good afternoon. Hello, Shirley. And Betsy Davis, also from Bournemouth. Hello, Betsy, and welcome, and hope you're keeping well. Jan Langford from Hereford. Good morning, Jan. Lovely to see you. And Vivian Webster. Good afternoon, Vivian. Lovely to welcome you. Wendy Fye. Hello, Wendy. Wendy came on with us on Thursday night for the evening for Ukraine, and she read out a poem she'd written herself. So we were very, very impressed, and a lovely reading of the poem as well. So excellent. Lisa Hoare. Morning. Well, good afternoon, Lisa. And Richard Pugsy, my great friend Richard Pugsy. Hi, Ben and Derek and everyone. Love, light, and healing. And Richard always places the symbols, the Reiki symbols, into the service, so
Good.
that healing is automatically being sent to everybody.
Super.
Hello, Fiona Rosen from Exeter. Lovely to see you, Fiona, and welcome on this sunny morning here in West Devon. I hope it's the same in East Devon. Amy Joanne. Good afternoon, Amy Joanne, and welcome. Hi, Bum Bum Bum. Hi, Ben and Derek, a Facebook user. I'm going to have to give up on the Facebook users. There's too many comments now. Catherine Upton. Good afternoon, Ben and Derek. Thank you, Catherine. Good afternoon to you. And thank you for your very nice message before the service. Thank you. Lisa Hoare. Hello, Derek.
Hi, Lisa.
You've got a fan already. And Kathy Jefferson, hello all. If I'd asked for prayer for one of my home care clients, Austin, just admitted to hospital. Thank you. Okay.
That's done, Kathy.
Christine Ray. Hi, Ben. I feel better, so I chose to stay at home. All right. And that's Christine thanking Richard. All right. So at the moment, we've got about 40 people watching us today and growing. Vicky Barker. Vicky Barker. Yeah. Hello, Vicky. Cheryl Bednark. Good afternoon. And Jodie Morman and Trish Wall. And good morning, Trish. And we hope that the news for your daughter and her husband is as good as the last time. And wish you every success. Jodie and Kathy Jefferson, thank you so much, Derek and Ben. Okay, so we've got about 45 now watching us. Okay, so a divine service, Derek, that sacred hour we spend with our Father God and Divine Spirit. Judy Dean is saying good afternoon to us.
Hi, Judy.
Now, if you'd be kind enough to start the service, Derek, by opening in prayer.
Of course. Please join me in the opening prayer. Heavenly Father, Great Spirit, we meet here in this sanctuary. This sanctuary, so much love, so much healing, so much energy. You send thoughts out to the whole world where we're talking at this time, especially the Ukraine, Afghanistan, Somalia, and the Yemen. We think of all our loved ones in spirit who are coming to help us on the path we've been chosen at this time. We send our thoughts to the hospitals and the hospices and all the people that work in these buildings that help our loved ones go from this side of the world to the next. We send our healing thoughts to the animal kingdom, especially domestic dogs and cats that gives us so much love and so much devotion and accept very little in return. We think about the birds in the sky, the fishes of the sea, and the flowers in the fields and the trees that give us the oxygen we need to breathe. Now, Great Spirit, we leave the service in your hands, knowing all said and true and done is work and pour on the behalf of the Great Spirit. Amen.
So amen, Derek, and thank you for that lovely prayer. I think I've got all the names you put up for the healing, so we'll be dealing with that in a minute. And Pamela Greatorix just saying amen there. And Vivian Webster, amen. All right, I'm going to take you off screen for a short while, Derek, and we'll be back to you for your reading and philosophy after the healing.
Okay.
So, good afternoon again. I'd like to say the Lord's Prayer, and I wonder if you'd be kind enough to join me as we say it. And I say this prayer, obviously for the people of Ukraine and what they're going through, and the terror that has been rained down upon them. And I say it for all of you and your families facing difficult times. I went shopping for the first time yesterday, and the prices actually shocked me from when I went the last time. And I think we have probably food rationing and all sorts ahead of us. We probably won't be able to afford cars. It's getting to a point of, I don't know, the world is changing. And I say it for you and for your families, and for my family, and for my highest good as well, and for all of you, your highest good. So please join me. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we should forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And whilst we're in this prayerful mood, we'll do a little bit of healing. So Father God, Divine Spirit, hold us in your loving arms. Embrace us in your life-giving love. It is your power that heals. It is your will that we live in good health. And now, in our time of need, please heal us. In our prayers this morning, I'd like to pray, obviously, for Derek Sport, for Jim and Mary Collins, for Teresa Shaw, for our little star Kerry May, for Zachary, for Patrick Monahan, for Rachel Ann and her dad, for Pat, for Susan Dye, Austin, Trish, Owen Wall, Christine Murray, and Fiona Roson's father-in-law. And if you'd like to take some time to call out in your mind the names that you would like to send healing to, and the people that you would like to send love to, just call them out. So may we be at peace. May our hearts be open. May we be healed. And may we be the source of healing to others. And help us to place our trust in the hands of our Father and Divine Spirit. Amen. So Derek, welcome back. We come to that point in the service where we ask you for your reading and your philosophy.
Okay, thank you, Ben. The reading today is taken from White Eagle. It was a toss of a coin whether it was a White Eagle or Red Cloud Speaks, and White Eagle came forward so much. And he says to me, he says, it has been known for a spirit or an angel to visit very ordinary people at ordinary times. But usually the angels, teachers and guides come to a person when he or she is in a raised state of consciousness. The materialistic may call this by other names, such as state of hysteria or state of trance. But then unearthly mind, mortal as it is, does not understand that beyond the physical world is a world of finer ether of a higher vibration. Therefore, anyone who receives communication from the world must be someone able to raise his or her consciousness, or in other words, be able to go into the upper room of the house rather than the ground floor. Throughout all religious history and also in the Bible, reference is made continually to the Master going up into the mountain, we are told. That Jesus went up into the mountain, and when his disciples came to him, he illustrates our point. There must first be this ascension to the raised state of consciousness. Then the Holy Spirit is both seen and felt. At Pentecost, the tongues of fire shone upon the disciples who were talking of their Master, who were expecting some demonstration of his presence, of his continual life. The truth within them was able to assert itself and tell them that the Master was near. Many other illustrations throughout the scriptures and religious history tell you that in the purified, rarefied state of life, there is complete reunion and communion with those who have passed from the earth. We do not suggest to you that you should not be sensible and well balanced about these things. You must live on the earth the right way. You must understand that you are here in a body for a certain purpose. You must also remember that this communication from the world of pure spirit will not be denied if you remain humble in your heart and simple in faith and trust in the eternal love. This was passed through on a very high vibration for us to enjoy the life and the work of spirit. Let them know that you want to work with them. Feel their love. Feel that unconditional love as it passes through all dimensions into your hearts. And as your heart starts to boom with a sense of love and feeling, enjoy life. God bless you.
Thank you, Derek. Short and sweet.
But it's the main course to come next.
Indeed. Oh, are you? So, what would you like to do now?
I will go straight into an address if you want. Psychotic some more information.
Yes, please, Derek.
Of course. I found that in many ways of life on the earth, I find things very difficult to understand the way of life and the way of the spirit. But by sitting down and feeling and the love of energy and the love of power, I find that I don't need to sit there for hours on end listening to the word of the spirit, because I only just sit there for minutes. Even seconds, I can feel that love encompassing me, my loved ones coming close, and the spirit energies lifting the vibrations. When you're looking, when you're seeking, when you're feeling the love of spirit, know that spirit are there trying to come to you as much as you want to come to them. Learn to understand what the feelings are of spirit. The thoughts in your minds are not memories of past. The thoughts in your mind are not you going silly. The thoughts in your mind are your loved ones coming through from the world of spirit. Your mothers, your fathers, your sisters, your brothers. Many loves, many tears, many laughters. But each time we start to understand what life is more about, we find they come closer and closer to us. And in some cases, they come in a trance situation. But that's later on in the field, as they say. When you first sit down quietly, if you say to yourself, I can't concentrate on this, I can't meditate. It's amazing that if you just sit there quietly, even put some music on, it's entirely up to you, and just sit quietly and close your eyes and feel the music, encompass the music. Many guys come in on music. Much love is passed through music. And if you're feeling very ill, feeling under the weather, and feeling you need some help and assistance, ask. That's all Spirit says you to do. Sit quietly and ask and embrace the love of Spirit. Because the more you embrace the love of the Spirit, the more easier it becomes for you to sense and to feel that unconditional love that's being given to you. My mother took quite a while to come through to me from the world of spirit. But I felt her love very closely after she passed. And I hoped and I prayed to spirit that I would see her. But now it's come to stage is because I understand what the spiritual side of life is like, that I embrace the love that comes through from her. My father recently passed also, and I've also felt him come through very closely as well. I feel honoured to work for spirit as a medium because I feel their love to you through me, and it feels so tremendously fantastic, so enlightening, so up in the air, as you put it. And what they say is correct. I find if I'm linked to the world of spirit, my vibration is automatically lifted, and I feel their love coming through so much, and the understanding from spirit so truthfully, so wantingly. And people say to me, come and embrace the spirit. And I say, yes, I totally embrace, I totally trust, and I totally feel the love that's coming through from the world of spirit. So I'm going to end it here because I know spirit wants to come through. I know your loved ones want to come through. So please know that if you just want to sit quietly through the service, by all means do, and feel the love and the energy given to you from your loved ones to embrace the world of the spirit wholeheartedly. Now, God bless you for now. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Derek, for those very wise words. And I know that the opportunity to sit with spirit exists for everybody. And yet people worry and stress themselves when they should perhaps just sit in the
That's the human side of us, isn't it?
Yeah. Hammergate Torix says, lovely address, Jerry. And I would agree. Sorry, that was Cheryl Bednar. Fiona Rawson is thanking you as well. I'm just going to take you off screen, Lisa Hoare also. I'm just going to take you off screen for a minute, tell people what's happening in the coming week. And Christine is saying lovely message, and Catherine Upton, beautiful philosophy. Okay, so back with you in just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, sorry, it's me messing around. Hi. Just this coming week, a quiet week, or quieter week on Nothing Fancy than this last week gone by. So on Thursday evening, we're doing our normal healing service. And this week, we're very excited that the service is going to be taken for the first time by Debbie Spencer Evans, who's watching us this morning. And she's from Hereford. And she was on, I don't know if you've seen her poem, Step Into the Picture. It's on our site that she wrote herself and presented on Thursday evening at our Ukraine night. So we're really excited. And then she's taking a divine service a little bit later on. And on Sunday next, we have the divine service, 12 noon, and it's been taken by Philip Isaacs. Many of you will have met Philip in a conversation with me, and also he did a special evening of mediumship with us. So his mediumship is a very quiet and loving mediumship. So we look forward very much to working with Philip for the first time. And then the following week, the last week of the month, it's absolute utter chaos. We're really busy, and we'll be telling you about that soon, next week. Okay, that's the week ahead, and on Nothing Fancy. So Richard Pugsley thanking us there, thanking Derek, and okay. Okay, Derek, are you ready to begin, sir? You're ready, yeah?
Yeah.
There you are.
Sorry, Ben. I want to go to Fiona. I mean, as Fiona's name came up, I had a gentleman come and go very, very quickly. Says, Fiona,
Fiona, can you just say hello to Derek? Fiona Rosen, from Exeter.
I can't see you, but I'm hoping you're there, Fiona.
Fiona's there, don't worry, she'll be with you in a minute.
Aye, there you are. There you are. That's fine. I have a gentleman coming through very, very close to you. As your name came up, his picture was literally in my face, as he puts it. Such a beautiful man coming through on my father-grandfather link. That's the vibration coming from the world of spirit. He's so very, very glad that you're here this morning, because he talks of an anniversary that's so very, very close, and that's the reason why he's come through today. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I know it's difficult working this way, but I still feel that energy coming through. He's very impressed of the way you're handling life at the moment, because things have been very down for you. And I mean very down for you. And he just wants you to know that he's here for you. Do you understand this? Still nothing from Fiona. I'm hoping this is all going through for her. Ah, there you are. Can you understand what we've been talking about, Fiona? This very much a grandfather link. That's a vibration. There's so many want to come through, and I'm trying to not to let them all come through at once, because he was determined to come through first for you. I'm not going to send it out to anyone else, because he's not here for anyone else. Yeah, I thought you do. I wasn't too sure. He misses you so much, and I mean this sincerely. He was a very, very touchy person, that he wanted just to hold you like this and say that everything's going to turn out all fine. You understand this? He's just saying you've grown up such a beautiful woman, and that is feeding the love and the healing you send him so often. And he just wants you to know that you're doing the right thing. I hope you understand what he's talking about. You're doing the right thing. Sometimes we need a bit of a push, but you don't. You have that love and energy that's meant for you. You understand this, don't you? He says that things have not been in the last. Yeah, I do understand. I know that. You know, I feel that it's a bonus. I feel the love coming through me to you. But you've been having problems with your back and lower back just recently, he says. But I'm talking to you, you should be feeling the energy and the love of spirit. Most definitely. Most definitely. And this feels so much energy from him into your back and lower back. As if trying to reassure you that you're okay and things will work out the way you want it to be. Do you understand? I'm going to leave his love with you, Fiona, because we don't want it to go on too long. As more people wants to come through. I'll leave his love with you, and I'll leave with you for now. Thank you, and God bless you. I have a lady coming through from the world of spirit now. This lady coming through from the world of spirit now, she's no more than 5'2", this lady. I think she could actually be attached to Andrea. She came through just now. She came through with her vibration. So I'll carry on and see if we can accept. Yeah, I thought you might. This lady, I'll tell you what, if that's your correct picture, she's almost a twin to you, to be quite truthful to you. The energy is so closely linked to you. You've been asking so many prayers just recently, so much upliftment. And she says, I want to tell you I'm here. I want you to realize that things are so beautiful, so uplifting. She's bringing through a lovely bunch of daffodils, so spring was her time. Spring was her time, she says. But she says, you've been down a bit recently. And she says she wants to lift you up and say that things will they'll correctly do. They'll do things correctly for you. You find things so hard at this time, but you embrace the world of spirit. And by embracing the world of spirit, you'll find a lot of love and energy coming through also. And the likeness to her is unbelievable. And now she's starting to look back when she used to dance, because she wants to dance now. She couldn't before she bathed, but she wants to dance now. She wants to embrace the music and dance to the waltzes and things. She was a fantastic person when she was younger. Her dancing could have took her many places. Do you understand this? Because she said she so much wanted to be in that era of dancing in the afternoons, and the love embraced coming through. And she says when you were younger, you also had her feeling of love for dancing. And as she's standing there now, she's no more than 5'4", this lady, a beautiful lady she is. Very well presented, very well dressed. Oh, she's such a lovely lady. And she's dancing. She's dancing with the music, with the waltzes. She's swaying with the music. She says she loves you. She's loved you from day one, and she's always loved you. And what she's saying is that I want you to understand that our love is continuous. And it will go on and on and on. It doesn't matter what times and what we think of. When you want me to be there, I'll be there. And you'll get a very strong smell of her perfume as well when she comes through from the world of spirit. And she says you will love and embrace everything the way it should be. And I'll leave her love with you, and thank you, and God bless you. Thank you so much. I want to bring a gentleman through from the world of spirit now. He's very much on a military background. He's a very strong person, very upright person, was very proud to be in the services, was very proud to be embraced in the way of life of service. Even when he came back from service, when he actually came back from serving overseas, he was still so very, very proud, and he tried to put it into his way of life, and each day by day he would be very much family orientated because he loved family. I'm not sure who I'm with yet, but if anyone can accept this man coming through, because he's coming through with so much love and so much. He keeps flashing different names in front of me, so I'm not sure who he's coming from. He calls the name of Michael out from the world of spirit. I'm not sure if that's his name, but he calls that name from the world of spirit. I just want you to know that I'm here for you, he says. He passed the spirit quite tragically, is the way he puts it, that he wanted to do so much in his life, and that once leaving the safety, I thought it might be. I thought it might be Julia. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you, at the moment. But could you understand that this gentleman would at one time would have had a cigarette tin, a proper silver tin. Yes. He had a cigarette tin. It's like a silver cigarette tin. He used to keep his cigarette tin. He's in the army. Oh, he was really fantastic. He wants to split himself. He's feeling the love from each person coming through, and he feels that he wants to be part of everyone, because that's how he was. you understand this gentleman. I feel very much it's a grandfather link. I feel very much he was very, very close to his granddaughter. So I've got to say it's a granddaughter on here.
I'm sorry. Sorry to come in, Derek. We need to place this. And Spirit are placing it with Jackie Lidster. My Spirit people are placing it with Jackie Lidster. And she said her husband is Michael and his dad was in the army. Now, there's other people that are talking as well. Mia Thomas says, it sounds like her granddad very proud of the army work he did, etc. But I am still being drawn back to Jackie Lidster.
I know what you mean. There was two people with the letter J at the beginning of their name. They accepted this person, and I was debating which one of these two he was with.
The other was Jody.
So, yeah. I'll try with Jackie first and see how we get on from there.
Yeah, because Jody said it might be her grandfather.
Yeah.
And Jackie,
the way he's coming through, this dad actually missed the army. He wanted so much. He was very proud of what he did in the army. He was very much part of you. He was, when he came back to the normal world, as he puts it, he was very confused for a while. But he embraced life with family to the full. You understand this? And he is so overjoyed that you're here this morning. I can feel it, my heart bursting with the amount of love that's coming through from this man. So I will say 99.9% that this is your father. And what he wants to say to you, and I mean this sincerely, that while on the earth, he didn't love you or didn't tell you that he loved you as much as he should have done. And what he's saying is, he finds it now that it's very jokingly accepted that he was very, very proud of you. Yeah, I thought so. Because the connection there is not as one to the other. But he's very, very proud of you because you're the kingpin of the family. You understand this, don't you? And he's very, very glad that you put that love and that energy into making love work. And you help people around you, including, there's a lady link coming through also that you would have helped also to do with him as well. And they're so very, very proud and love you so very, very much. And they want you to remember who you are and the strength you've got, and the strength will carry you. It's showing me a picture of different colours in like a rainbow colour vibration. And he's saying, take the colours of the rainbow and live the world, live the way the world you want to live. Don't be forced to adhere to other people, because that's not the real you. The real you need to show that and embrace the love so very, very close to you. Do you understand this, Jackie? Now, I want to bring a young spirit through from the world of spirit, a young energy coming through from the world of spirit. Would have passed, I thought it would. You've got such a lovely energy around you, Jackie, before I break that link, that they want you to know that you are doing all you possibly can do. Even though you want to do more, and you keep pushing yourself more, you find at the moment you're on like a bit like elastic band. You're being pushed forward, then you spring back. And you bring forward and spring back. Start to listen to how spirit are working with you. Listen to that lovely energy being given to you. Listen to that beautiful energy that's so very, very strong. And they want you to know, remember who you are. They keep saying the same phrase, remember who you are and be proud of who you are. And I'll leave their energy with you now, otherwise we'll be here all afternoon. I'm sure Ben won't like that. I'm going to show you that. I had a lady coming through from the world of spirit. She's no more than 5'1". She's holding her hand buttercups, and she's doing the buttercup trick under the chin. And she's looking for her granddaughter, is what she tells me. My granddaughter's on here, she says. And oh, she's such a lovely, lovely energy. Shelley, can you take this lady from the world of spirit?
Are you talking to Shelley Hawkins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shelley, can you take this lady? She's no more than 5'1", this lady. Yes, I thought you could. Oh, Catherine Upton. Let me try to work with you then, Catherine, because the energy was quite specific, but I will come with you. This lady, no more than 5'1", she's got buttercups and she's got daisies in her hand, and she's laughing away, and she's trying to make a daisy chain with these daisies with you. And what she's saying is that I love you so very, very much on the earth, and I feel as though it's
Okay, so let's try and separate it, Derek.
Okay.
We've got
So
Shelley
this
Hawkins.
lady,
Shelley
no more
saying she can take it, and Catherine Hudson can
Right.
take it. So we
this
need to
lady
know
also,
whether-
before she passed the world of spirit, she would have problems with her legs. To come to a state where she had problems actually walking before she passed the spirit. Yeah, see, Catherine Upton again. The nickname for me is Daisy. That goes with it, what I was saying earlier on. I was saying
Okay,
Catherine
so
is.
you're going to work with Catherine.
I'm going to work with Catherine because of the Daisy link is so very, very strong.
Okay.
Right, Catherine, as I come through to you, she's actually concerned with you because as if you're. Yeah, I thought she had. See her job with her legs. Yeah, I thought she did. No, that's fine. Thank you, Shelley. Anyway, thank you, Catherine. But no, she's literally standing up. She's got a big smile across her face. Yeah, I know. I can understand that. But she's dancing. She's actually standing. Look, I can stand. She's amazed. Her hands open up, and she literally. All she wants to hug. She wants that lovely energy. She wants that loving feeling. Because as she's talking to you, she's giving you so much love and so much healing from the world of spirit. And if you feel energy's running up and down your legs, it's not my hands, because my hands don't leave my wrists. But if I do this, you should be feeling the energies going up and down your legs. This is what she wants to give you. I know she was. I'll tell you what, if she didn't, she should have had medals, because she just loved to dance, and she loved the music. She loved to sing. She was embracing life as it meant to be. And she says that I feel as though I've given you my love and my dancing and my healing. But you've got to make a decision. And I mean this. You have to make a decision. And you're at a crossroads in part of your life. And what she's saying is, you'll come to that crossroads and you've got to decide whether to turn left or right. And what she's saying is, you know what you need to do. You know that inside you, they're telling you what to do. And they want you to embrace the way you want to go. And once you make the decision what you want to go, you do not need to look back. Because once we make a decision, we make a decision. Do you understand this? Yeah, I thought you could. The fact is, We're not going to tell you which way to go. That's not the way of the Spirit, as you well know. We want you to decide what you want to do. We want you to decide where you're going. And whichever you decide to do, you will put your whole heart into it and you will succeed. You understand this? She also says to me that it's coming to a state now where we need to push forward rather than hang back. And she says, you'll receive the healing, as I'm saying continuously, when you think of her. The name Rosie is called. I don't know where that comes from. The name John is called. The name Mary is called as well. But I know she called you Daisy, but she also talks about the buttercups were very special. You understand? Yes, I thought you would. She just wants you to accept the love of her so much, and she wants to push you forward till you achieve what you need to do. You understand this, don't you? Yes. I thought you would. Oh, it's now saying, ring a rosies, a pocket full of cozy, hips up, we all fall down. She's really, I'll tell you what, she's come through with a lot of happiness to her voice. And she brings a gentleman a bit taller than her in the world of spirit. He's got a cap on. He had pads on his shoulders, on his arms, where he used to relax. And he's got a bigger smile across his face, and he keeps winking like this. He keeps doing this. He keeps doing this. Yeah, she did sing that, I know. Love and feel the love. I'm going to try and break them in a minute because there's too many of them coming through. And she says, shall we go on a picnic? Shall we go on a picnic? Shall we go on a picnic? So she wants us to go on a picnic. That would also be memories as well. She's given me a little tub of jelly and ice cream to give to you from her. And I'm going to leave that love with you, otherwise we'll be here all afternoon. But I don't want to that. I want to get as many people as I can through from the world of spirit. So please take that love and thank you and God bless you. I have a gentleman coming through now. I would say, yep, I thought so. I have a gentleman coming through. I put him around 5'9", 5'10". He feels though he was a policeman or an ex-policeman. But he was the old type of policeman. He wasn't the new type of policeman. This gentleman, he would sooner give someone a slap on the ear rather than, or boot up the bottom, or take him in and take him back to their parents if they was jumping off, skiving off school and things like that. His name is Robert or Bob coming through. That's the name I've come through with him. He's been in spirit a fair while now, he tells me. But he was very proud of being a policeman, very proud working in the community. And I would have thought more he would have been one of these policemen that was on a beat, was walking rather than being in the car. Can anyone take him at the moment? Okay, I'll keep going, see what happens as it goes on. He tells me.
This is Catherine Upton.
Oh, no, again. I'll bring him through then, Catherine, and I'll leave his love with you because I can't stick on one person all the time. So I'll leave that with you and leave him with you, and God bless you and thank you. I want to bring another lady through. Pardon me, from the world of spirit. This lady would have passed with a respiratory condition. She's making me coughing, so I'm having problems coughing. I would say she's no more than 4'11", a very small lady. A very bonny lady, she says. So whether she's from Scotland, I don't know. She came from that vibration. It was yeah, not again. But she's the dancing and everything with this. And she passed with a chest condition, and I'm finding it very hard to get the words out that I need to get out, because I'm trying to say so much love to people and so much. The name Peter is being called out from the world of spirit, so I want someone with the name Peter that's come through from the world of spirit, and they emphasise it's for a gentleman on this side of life. What we live on, yeah. Audrey, can you accept the name Peter, also called from the world of spirit, linked with your mum? Because she is so adamant she has to be here. She wants to come through, and as if you weren't going to come today, or you were finding it very difficult to come here today. No, it's not. Yeah, definitely I think I'm with Audrey. That's how it feels with you. But I'll keep going with her, because I'll tell you the reason why is that she's bringing haggis from the world of spirit as well. So very much the Scottish link also coming through.
I feel you're very strongly with Audrey Johansen, but not Peter in spirit. And I'm wondering if she can take Peter in on Earth.
Audrey, would you know a Peter, not necessarily in spirit, but on the earth plane?
Now, Vivian Webster says her mum was 4'11", and she can take Peter.
But can she take the Scottish link? This woman's very adamant. It's a Scottish link.
Debbie Spencer Evans is saying that was my mum's grandfather. It sounds like my great uncle, great aunt, and my uncle is Peter, mum's brother, and Audrey had. This is what I wanted.
I thought she do have a Peter in her life, yes.
So we're going to work.
I will stay with you, Audrey, because I had that lovely link with her.
Okay.
Right, I had that lovely link with you because she's also showing a gentleman up in Scotland, literally standing looking over the plains of Scotland. So it's definitely family coming through with you at this time. She's also said she wants you to know that she's been trying to speak to you, trying to impress words upon you to do things. Do you understand this? I'll keep going because I can't keep.
Yeah, keep going. I will put up the comments as they come in.
Okay, I'll keep talking because she's very, very proud of her. But she says she also wants you to know that there are times where you do things a bit slower than you used to. But that's the way we are. We can't stop that. We can't understand that. She says you're not living there now, but you want to move back. Is that correct? Because she says that she so wants you to bring you back. The pipes in Scotland are calling. They're calling. Would you understand this? Because she is so very, very proud of you. I'll tell you what, she loves you so much. I do love this part of mediumship. I feel the love coming through so much from them that I literally want to pick every one of you up, everyone that's on here today, and hold you and let you know that everything's going to be okay. But I haven't got the time. But you can do it. You can feel and embrace the love of spirit. And that's what she's talking to you, Audrey. Because she says that, she just showed me the tartan. She just told me a green and red tartan come through. So that must also be linked as well. Because she's standing there and she's dancing away like she was when she was younger. She does want you to do what you want to do. Oh, you are. I'm glad you're there. Hey! Because she so much wants you to be there. She so much wants you to feel the love and feel the pull of Scotland. Because Scotland is really good. Really good. This man has come through also. Oh dear. This man coming through is 5'6", 5'7", this gentleman, and he's really got he's bit in the teeth. But then as he said that, he stood there and he just laughed. And he's giving that love of a grandfather, fatherly again, coming from the world of spirit. So much gentle with it, and yet he comes through so forcefully, and yet he's a real gentleman in his own way. He was a working man. He showed me working hands. And what he's saying is, I know there are times when we want to do so much for our nearest and dearest. But we also must know is that we're restricted for so many things that we can't do the things we want to do. I do love you so implicitly, this gentleman. To me, I would say, uncle, that's a vibration. But uncle, I'm not sure. But that's a vibration is coming through from the world of spirit as well. This lady has stood back, so she's related to him as he's come through from the world of spirit. And he's very glad you're up in Glasgow at the moment. And he's very glad you're thinking of moving further up. I don't know how true that is, but that's what he says to me. I want to go further up. I want to go further up, he says. So it's all to do with family. You're there at the best place at this time. I know you're feeling the aches and the pains now. I know you're feeling the energy now. Yeah, I thought so. Because that's how he's come through. But he says, I know you feel that love and that energy, but you also feel a lot of aches and pains as well. And he wants you to he's holding on your shoulders. If I do this, you should feel the energy coming from him and your shoulders. And the healing is unconditional love and healing, because that's what they're giving to you. They've got a big pot full of meats and potatoes and uncles, meats and potatoes and onions and carrots, all bubbling up together. And all the family around. It's a big family. It's not a little family. It's a big family. And they all want to sing and dance and everything else. But they're stopping just this moment. And they're turning and facing you. And I can see more than 5 or 6, maybe 7 people here. There's also a young baby coming through from spirit that this lady's holding. A baby in the I know. Tell you what, unbelievable, I tell you. And there's one there, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I believe it. There's one there, he looked like a big man. But I'll tell you what, he was a lovely man. He had a lovely energy around him as well. He was a sort of, he'd make the laughter and the joke. He'd make people laugh. He'd make people cry. And he'd be so happy that you're there with him. He's so happy to be here with him. Because there are times we sit there quietly on our own. And that's not the way of the family. The way of the family is, let's have a dance. Let's have a party. It doesn't matter what we've got and what we haven't got. That makes no difference whatsoever. We just want to do the things to make you smile and make you happy. Someone is telling me also a family of 5. That'll either be 5 children or 3 children and 2 adults. He's also saying that is very important to him. The name Michael's called again from the world of spirit. The name Stephen's called from the world of spirit as well. Married, how do you spell that? Married. I'll leave that with you as well, but there's so much energy from these people. I want to leave their love with you, their energy with you, and their grace to be part of you. And they're more than welcome that you're here. And I'll leave their love with you. Thank you so very, very much for working with me. Such a beautiful love coming through from the world of spirit.
So, Derek, we're almost 1 o'clock. Throughout a lot of the time you were working, Spirit it was to do with something you said about meditating, and they were talking about, they kept drawing my attention to a line in a song written by Rod Stewart, which is a gentle breeze blew down Fifth Avenue, and it's a song from the 70s. And they were talking really about, in relation to you, that people should listen for the gentle breeze. And the gentle breeze is always around. If you're walking, even in the streets, everywhere you go. And they, particularly at this time of year, that gentle breeze becomes warmer and warms up. And they're just really wanting to draw people's attention to it, that in those times that Spirit tried to talk to the people here on earth.
It's these times when we feel most at one with ourselves, when we're walking in the fields or walking in the forest or simply walking to work, just with your mind's thought and so relaxed and so at ease, that Spirit comes through and can promise you the earth, to be quite generous with you. But they laugh, because whatever you want, you can have. We just need to prepare you for it. And by you sitting quietly, embracing the love of Spirit, embracing that breeze, as you so put it, and breathing it nice and deeply, you feel that love so continuously from Spirit. And the closer they come, the more they open our eyes. And we look at the things, we look at the flowers, we see the colours, the vibrations, the colours that come through. We don't just leave it as that. We embrace their love so unconditionally. And we feel, often we're on our own, if we look closely, we're not. There's 3 or 4 people either side walking with us. And they're all laughing and joking. They're all feeling that love and vibration. But never forget the key principle. Never forget where you came from or who you are. And we will embrace your love unconditionally. Thank you.
Thanks, Jake. Pamela says, spring is full of hope. And I think that's the point as well, Pamela, that we're making, that this is a time of hope and optimism, spring. Fiona Rosen, beautiful service. Ben and Derek, thank you so much. Thank you, Fiona. Shelley Hawkins, thank you, Ben and Derek, for a lovely service and could feel the love. Thank you. That's important, Shelley, that through this virtual church, that the love can be felt. Pamela Gray-Torix, spring is full of hope. Christine Murray, such a lovely service today. Thanks, Ben and Derek. And Marida Ra is amazing evidence from Derek. Shelley Hawkins, thank you and bye. And she thought better of it and came back and chatted again. Thank you, Ben and Derek. Take care, everyone. Show up there now. And Betsy Davis, wonderful service and beautiful messages. Thank you, Derek, and blessings to all for the week ahead. Thank you, Betsy. And especially to people in Ukraine, blessings to them in this week ahead. That more bombing this morning, more surrounding cities, etc. Mia Thomas, very touching messages today, and a lovely service. Thank you. And that's Andrea Rees thanking us as well. And Fiona, beautiful service, Ben and Derek. Thank you so much. So there. It was a pleasure, Derek, and I hope that you enjoyed it.
It was lovely. I really enjoyed it.
You will come back again?
Most definitely.
Oh, good. Okay. Andrea Rees is saying, have a great week ahead. Everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrea. Okay, so we've come to the end of the service. This week on Nothing Fancy, on Thursday evening at 8 o'clock, we have a normal healing service, and this will be taken by Debbie Spencer Evans from Hereford. And then next Sunday, the Sunday service will be taken by Philip Isaacs. And Philip is from Stoke-on-Trent, but originally comes from Loswithiel in Cornwall. So we love him. Fiona Rosen is always a message. I now realise it was her granddad. It didn't sound like a father to me. Thank you, Ben and Derek, for love of service. Such a lifeline to so many. God bless. Pamela Victorians. Derek, would you be kind enough to close in prayer, please?
Love, sir. Please bow your heads as we think and send our thoughts out in this service. Heavenly Father, we come to an end of another beautiful service. And as the veil slowly drops from this side of the world to the next, let our guides, our helpers, our loved ones, just be around with us, to keep an eye on us, to help us. And can we ask for cloak protection for all homes represented here until we meet again? Amen.
So amen, Derek, and thank you for a beautiful service today.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to take you off screen for a minute and mute you whilst we do the final part. So that's been our divine service for Sunday, the 13th of February, 2022. A beautiful service, and our thanks so much, obviously, to Derek Spall for a wonderful, wonderful service. Vivian Webster, and thank you, Vivian, for being with us, and Leah Rees, and Rosa, and Debbie Spencer Evans. Wonderful service, thank you. Well, Debbie, you'll soon be with us, taking part, so we look forward to that. So, have a blessed week ahead. Take care of yourselves and your families. And above all, know that you're loved and that you are never alone. Goodbye. God bless.